In this video, we will focus our attention on variables and come back to the next token operators later onwards. A variable is a named memory location used to store value. In Python, we need not declare a variable before using it. This makes Python a dynamically typed programming language, also known as weakly typed programming language, as opposed to a strongly typed programming language such as C or C++ or Java, where every variable has a type, and depending on the type of a variable, we can assign value to it. In Python, we simply assign a value to a variable and it comes into existence. However, variables get data type depending on the value it holds at the given instant of time, and variables are handled internally according to the type of value assigned to them. Remember, it is always advisable to have meaningful variable names. Please avoid using single letter names such as A or B or P or Q, such names, please avoid them. Avoid single letter names for variable names. Instead, come up with meaningful variable names. Let's say if you want to store the sum of a few numbers, then you can come up with a variable called summation. Or maybe you want to store the product. Okay, yeah, I was just trying to execute this cell, although it doesn't make any sense. So you need to come up with meaningful variable names, right? So summation for summing up numbers. Let's say you want to count the total number of elements present in a list. So you could come up with a variable such as count or counting. So variable names should be defined in such a way that they convey the operation you're trying to perform with them. Meaningful variable names are always advisable as they improve the readability of code. Now, how do we come up with variables? Let's say I have a variable called my variable and I want to assign it a value of 66. And if I execute this cell, I see that it has been executed successfully because I did not get back any error message. Now, if I try to print the value of this variable, what I do is I use the print function and I pass the name of the variable to the function. And I get back 66, which is the value the variable holds. Like I said, the type of a variable depends on the value that it holds. My variable holds the value 66. So if I check out its type, I'll find that it is of type int. So if I do a type on it, I see that its type is int. Now, one interesting thing to notice, if I change the value of this variable to, let's say, a string called good evening, and if I print the variable again, I find that its value has changed. As you can see, its value, which was previously displayed as 66, has now changed to good evening, the one which I assigned. This proves that variables in Python can be reused. And if you now check out the type of my variable, you will find that the type has also changed to string. So it was previously int, right? When it was holding the value 66, the type was int. And now, since it's holding the value which is a string, its type has changed to str, which is short for string. So in this way, we can reuse variables, and depending on the value that a variable holds, the type of the variable is decided. And one thing you must have also noticed is that we have not declared variables. Like I mentioned right at the outset of this video, that in Python, we do not need to declare variables. Variables come into existence once values are assigned to them. So in this way, we can make use of variables for various operations. Okay, so I hope you found this video useful. Please like our video and subscribe to our channel. If you have any doubts, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.